Gillian. Tataka talaga ako sa inyo kung bakit kayo natutulog alas 3 na. Habang kayo bata-bata pa po pwede pa yan. Pero pagka kayo tumanda na, sisingilin kayo niyan. Maniwala kayo sa matanda. Alam mo, makinig kayo sa matanda. I've been there, done that. Been there, done that. Kaya wag kayo masyadong abuso sa inyong katawan. Baka singilin kayo niyan pagdating ng mga edad nyo. Baka edad 25 na kayo, isinisingil na kaagad kayo niyan. Nakikita nyo ba itong, ay, okay, teka, meron pala akong background. Wait, alisin ko lang yung background ng aking ano ha. Anong nangyari? Ayan, teka, wait, hindi ko matanggal. Hindi nyo makita ano, yung video ko?
Hindi po.
May nakikita kayo may background ako.
Opo, background lang po.
Kasi nakaano ako. Wait, paano ko ba tatanggalin? Ayaw maalis. Okay, tamo nakikisama sa inyo itong aking background. Parang sabi nito, wag mag-attendance ka na lang. Tapos mamaya to, mag-attendance ka na lang kasi hindi na tayo mag-meet. Sabi, ayaw ng background talaga, remove. Ayan, nakita nyo na? Ayan, nakikita nyo na?
Opo.
Gusto nyo bang mag-discuss ako o gusto nyo matulog? Dahil wala pa pala kayong tulog. Yung totoo. Gusto nyo mag-discuss ako o gusto nyo matulog? Mukhang kailangan ko mag-discuss. Kasi by Wednesday, meron kasing accreditation by Wednesday. Kaya meron na namang class interruption. So, I need to discuss this one para meron tayong para sa finals ninyo. Okay? Sige, i-off nyo na lang muna yung inyong camera para medyo malaki yung ating screen. My topic is about cylindrical surface and cylindrical volume. Pa-off na lang muna ng camera. Sige. Can you see what I have shared on my PowerPoint presentation?
Yes po.
Sige. So, according to the problem, remember this is cylindrical surfaces and volumes. We are given an oblique circular cylinder with radius 6 centimeter. By the way, before I go to that, I also have discussed with you some topic regarding the spheres. Okay? So, spherical, I have identified with you the different properties already. So, I just would like to give you one problem for going back into the cylindrical surfaces and volumes before we go to the sphere. So, we shall focus first on this. Given an oblique cylindrical cylinder with radius 6 centimeter, and then the element is 18 centimeter, and it makes an angle of 30 degrees with the altitude. Again, it is an oblique circular cylinder. So what do we mean by oblique? When you say oblique cylindrical cylinder or circular cylinder, the side of the cylinder is not or at a certain angle, the oblique, the side or the element of the cylinder is at an angle with the base, but not 90 degrees. So kung hindi naka-perpendicular ang side or element of the cylinder with the base of the cylinder, then that means we have an oblique circular cylinder. So according to this, the radius of the cylinder is 6 centimeter, and then the element, or that is the the length of the side of the cylinder, that is 18 centimeter, making an angle of 30 degrees with the altitude. So what we are going to do is to determine the height of the cylinder, the area of the base, the lateral area, the total area, and the volume of a cylinder. Now, can you see what I have shared on my board here?
Yes po.
So, if you are going to draw the figure, this is an oblique circular cylinder. So, when you say oblique circular cylinder, that means the element, this is the element, as you would notice, is at a certain angle with the altitude. So, this is 30 degrees. Okay. So, what we are going to do, the first question is, according to the problem, we are going to find the height of the cylinder, the area of the base, the lateral area, the total area. Can you still see what I am writing?
Hindi po.
Hindi. Itong nandito sa side, hindi na. Sige. So, aside from that, we are going to determine the total area. The total area. How about this one? And the last one is the volume. Okay, so you have the height of the cylinder. We have to find the area of the base, the lateral area, the total area, and of course, the volume of the cylinder. Okay. So we are given here the cylinder. Let's say that 30 degrees is the angle that the element makes with the altitude. The altitude is also the height of the cylinder. So how do we determine the height of the cylinder? Can you see what I am writing on this board?
Yes po po.
Okay. So let me go to the solution. With a given value for the radius of 6 and the length of the element is 18, then we are going to find the 5 unknown values. Let us start with the height. So take note that the height is from here up to this point. So that is the height. And if you are going to notice, we can create a right triangle there, wherein this is the height, and then of course you have the 30 degrees here, and then this one is the element, which is actually 18 centimeter. So how do you find the value of the height? Anyone? How do you find the value of the height?
Sa katawa po, ma'am.
Okay, sige Gillian, anong particular trigonometric function ang pwede natin gamitin?
Cosine po, ma'am. Adjacent over hypotenuse po.
Okay, so cosine of 30 degrees is equals to adjacent. So the adjacent side is the h, adjacent to the 30 degrees, and the hypotenuse is the 18 centimeter. So that means the height is equals to 18 times cosine of 30 degrees. Paki-calculate nyo nga kasi wala akong calculator dito. Paki-calculate nyo nga. Let me check lang. Sige, tingnan ko kung magagamit ko yung calculator. Kung meron akong scientific calculator dito. Okay, so we have, what's the value? Anong value? Cosine. Do I have my function here? Okay, cosine. Cosine of what? Cosine of 30 degrees. Sorry. Here. 30 cosine. Ano nakuha niyo value?
9 square root of 3 po yung akin.
9 square root of 3. Wala kasi akong calculator. Wait.
15.59 po akin, ma'am.
Oh, Micaela, paki-check mo nga kasi parehas kami ni 15.59. Parehas kami ni Gillian na nakuha, Micaela.
Parehas din naman po yung akin, kaso lang po naka-square root. Pero ngayon pong ginawa kong decimal, 15.59 din.
Okay, sige. So, yung 9 is square root of 3? Tama?
Opo, opo.
9 is square root of 3 or 15.59 centimeter. Sige. So, you have here the value for the answer for question number. Okay, so you have the answer for question number 1. Next, let's go to question number 2. The question number 2 is area of the base. So again, we have a circular base here. What will be our formula? Area of a circle. So what will be the formula?
2 pi r po.
Area of the
Pi r
circle.
squared po, ma'am. Pi r
Yan.
squared.
Pi d squared or pi r squared. Pi d squared over 4 or pi r squared. Yan. Or area of the base, pi d squared over 4. So this is the area of circular base. Can you still see what I have written on my whiteboard screen here? Okay pa naman, no? Sige. So, pi r squared. So, meaning, if you are going to determine the area of the base, we have pi r squared. So, area of the base is equals to pi with the given radius of 6 squared. So, area of the base is equals to 36 pi square centimeter. Do not forget to write down the correct unit. Okay? Next. So, this is our answer for question number 2. Do you have the same value as I have? Parehas lang ba tayo na nakuhang value?
Yes po, ma'am.
Sige. So now we've come to answer question number 3. So according to question number 3, we are going to determine the lateral area. So when you say lateral area, so kung pag tinignan natin dito, let's say ito yung cylinder natin, ito yung base natin. Circular base yan. Tapos ito yung height natin, ito yung element natin. Ito yung element. So ito yung element natin, yung height. That is 18. Tapos yung radius niya, 6 centimeter. So what we are going to do is to determine the lateral surface. So ibig sabihin, itong buong surface area, itong paligid na to, yan yung lateral surface area na hinahanap natin. So if you are going to take a look at that, simula dito hanggang dun sa pag bumalik ka ulit doon, yung 360 na ikot, 360 degrees na value natin, that is circumference. So that circumference, if you are going to multiply it with the height or the element, the height of the element, that would be the total surface area. So meaning, if you are going to determine the lateral area, that is simply equals to the circumference multiplied by the element. So ano ang ating formula para sa circumference of circle? Yung kabuuhan, itong circumference ng circle. What's the formula?
2 pi r, ma'am.
Yun ang 2 pi r, Gillian. So that is the circumference. And then, you are going to multiply it dito sa element. Okay? Which is 18 centimeter. Okay? So that is 18 centimeter. So lagay natin itong, gawin natin itong element. Okay, so lateral area is equals to 2 pi times the radius of 6 times the height of the element, which is 18. So the lateral surface area is equals to, let me check, 2 times 6 times 18. Parehas tayo ng value, Gillian, 216 pi. Micaela, parehas lang tayo ng value. How about the
Opo.
other? Okay, how about the others? Can you still follow? Okay, so our unit is square centimeter. So what will be our total surface area? Total surface area is simply equals to, how many bases do we have for the cylinder? We have 2 bases, di ba? Tama, mali?
Tama po.
Okay, so since we have 2 bases, that would be the total area of the base multiplied by 2 plus yung surface area natin, yung lateral surface area. So the area of the base plus the lateral area. Okay, so we have two bases. So the total area will be equal to 2 multiplied by 36 times pi plus the lateral area of 216 pi. Can you still see what I have written? Okay naman, no? So that will be the total area. Number 4. The total area. Paki-calculate nyo na lang ulit. Let me check. 36 times 2. 72 plus 216, 288 pi. And the unit is in square centimeter. So this is our answer for question number 4. Okay. This is our answer for question number 4. Now let's go to question number 5. For question number 5, we need to determine, can you follow? Can you
Yes
follow?
po.
Sige. So, the next one will be volume. How do you determine the volume? Ano nga ulit ang ating principle sa volume? Formula for the volume?
Base times height.
Okay, so area of the base multiplied by the height. Okay? Pero anong height na gagamitin natin? Is it 18 or is it the value for h?
Slant height po, ma'am.
Okay, so yung slant height natin or yung element natin, ano? So the volume will be area of the base, which is 36 times pi. And then you multiply it by, ano ang height natin? That is the slant height, 18. Okay, so the volume is equals to 36 times 18.
298 po, ma'am.
Bakit 298?
Ay, ma'am, 288 po, ma'am.
648.
648.
Multiplication, Gillian.
Hindi,
30.
multiplication niya pala, ma'am.
Oo, multiplication, hindi addition. 36 times 18.
Wala po,
600.
ma'am.
Oo, nalito ka lang.
Ano to pa ba? Ano nga po
6,
pala? 720 minus 72. 648 nga po.
648 pi. Anong unit natin? That should be cubic centimeter. O, di ba madali lang? Okay. Madali lang, di ba?